it's Jess from Makeup by JessieG, and today I'm going to be doing my Project Pan update. This is my very first update, so I'm very excited. I've got some really good progress, and I've got some products that I want to, change out because they're not working for me, and I just want to declutter them or whatever it is. But yeah, I thought I'd share it with you and share my progress. It's been about 3 months, I think. And yeah, so I've got some really good progress. So let's start off with the products that I have finished off. The first product that I finished off is this Sand and Sky Brilliant Skin Detoxify, and I dropped it. This is a pink clay mask. I'm definitely not going to be repurchasing this again. I don't think it's I think it would work, but I found it a little bit too harsh on my skin. My skin didn't react to it quite really well at all, and to be honest, I think it's quite expensive. It wasn't my favorite. I used it a few times. I got a few uses out of this sample, but yeah, I wouldn't repurchase this, but glad to have it gone now. The next product that I finished off is this Skin Icelandic Relief Eye Cream. So I have finished this one off here. So this eye cream wasn't my favorite. I don't think it really did anything much, and I was getting some really dry under eyes, and I really don't think this did anything for it really. Pretty much what I was doing was applying a lot of moisturizer underneath my eyes and then applying this because I don't think it did enough. And yeah, I definitely won't be repurchasing this. I know this isn't super expensive, so it's not a huge waste of money because eye creams can get really expensive, but this one just wasn't my favorite, and I think, yeah, even though it's cheap, I don't think it would be worth my money buying it again. So the next product that I finished off is this Burt's Bees Tinted Lip Oil in the shade Whispering Orchid. I can't really show you the progress exactly, but if I wind it up, nothing is coming out anymore. So this was an alright product. I mean, it didn't super hydrate my lips, but it wasn't drying. I did like the colour of it. It was a nice colour. And yeah, I found it was really easy to go through this one because it was a lip oil, so it wore off a little bit quicker, but I don't think I'd repurchase it because I don't think these are super cheap. So yeah, I don't think I'd repurchase it because, yeah, I think I just run through it too quickly. It really didn't take me that long to finish this once I did start working on it. So I think it would be a bit of a waste of money for me, but I didn't hate it. It's just, yeah, it would be a little bit too much money to spend on something, yeah, continually. So the next product that I finished off is this Tarteist, what is this, lash paint? Yeah, the lash paint, the mascara. This is just a little sample size. I did finish this one, or it got quite difficult to work with, so I thought it was time to, yeah, stop using it. I didn't mind it. It wasn't my favorite mascara ever. It didn't provide too much of anything, but it didn't clump my lashes up, which I did like. So it wasn't my most hated mascara. I don't think I'll buy it again. If I was going to buy a Tarte mascara, I'd buy the Tarte Lights Camera Lashes. I love that mascara, but I haven't bought it in a while just because I've got a few sample sizes and everything to go through. So yeah, I wouldn't buy this one. It just didn't do that much. The next product that I finished up is this Urban Decay Naked Skin Color Correcting Fluid in the shade Pink. I think this is about the second, maybe third bottle of this that I've gone through, and I do quite like it, but it is rather expensive. I don't go through it that often. It's not something that I'm having to repurchase a lot, but it's not my favorite anymore. I thought it was I mean, it is really good, but I think there's other cheaper ones that I can get, so I don't think I will be repurchasing this again. Yeah, it just wasn't my favorite. It was okay, but it doesn't crease or anything underneath my eye, and I do really like that this one is really pale, so I can nearly get away with just putting this on and not any under eye concealer if I really wanted to have a bit more of a natural look, but yeah, I never did that, but I could probably get away with it. But yeah, this one just wasn't my favorite. Last product that I did in fact finish up is the sample size 30ml of the J1 Jelly Pack. So this is meant to have dramatic firming skin with improved elasticity and pore smoothing. I didn't find anything good about this primer, really. I don't think it hydrated my skin. I don't think it filled in pores. I don't think it firmed my skin or made it, you know, improved elasticity. I don't think it made, I think it actually made my makeup break up faster on my skin, and my skin got oilier with this primer. So yeah, I'm very happy that this one's gone, and I will definitely not be repurchasing it, and I wouldn't recommend it, even though I know a lot of people love it and it is really popular. I wouldn't recommend it. It's, yeah, it wasn't my favorite, and I really didn't like it at all. Okay, so now going on to products that I'm going to be decluttering or taking out of the pan. The first one I've actually already given away because I had an allergic reaction to it, and yeah, so I wasn't going to keep using that, and so I don't have the product here to show you, but I'll just insert a picture from the last check-in. It was the Mario Badescu Aloe with, what was it, rose? The spray, I forget what it was called, but yeah, it gave me a really bad allergic reaction, so it must be an ingredient in there that I'm allergic to, because I do know a lot of people that do really like that, and I gave it to a friend and she has been loving it and saying her skin has been feeling a lot better. So yeah, I'm glad that somebody else could get some use out of it, but unfortunately it just wasn't for me, and it didn't work well with my skin. Yeah, must have had an allergic reaction to it. The next product that I'm going to be just putting in the bin, I'm not going to be using this anymore, is the Sephora, what is this, Mud Mask Purifying and Mattifying. I'll show you here. I did use this a few times. I got some use out of it. I pretty much nearly finished this. I've probably got a few more uses left in it. But my main problem with this is that my skin has gotten a lot drier. I would say over the past month or so, it's kind of been going from, I used to have really oily skin, and I don't know whether or not it's going to be permanent, but my skin is more on the normal to dry side now. So putting something like this on is just not at all what I want to do. So, and as well, this is quite old now and it's really drying up. So I think it's just time to toss it. If my skin does go back to being oily, I've got plenty of other masks in my collection that I would use, that I can use, but this one's just drying up and it's not any good anymore. So yeah, I used this a lot, so I'm not feeling bad about throwing it out. I think I did get a good use out of it. The next one that I'm going to be getting rid of, decluttering, throwing in the bin, because I think it's a little bit unhygienic to past masks that I have used, like masks like this. If it's in a squeezy tube, it's a bit different, but like masks that I'm dipping into, I think it's a bit unhygienic. But this is the carbonated bubble clay masks. I only use this twice, I think, and again, it's just something that I don't really reach for. It's kind of hard and like it's a bit of a mess to put on, so it's not something that I'm super fond of using, and it is really drying on the skin, which isn't so bad when I do have oily skin. But at the moment, yeah, I've got normal to dry skin, and this is just not something that I want on my face at the moment, because it will really irritate my skin if I put it on at the moment. So yeah, not wanting this on my skin, these two on my skin, so I'm just going to take them out of the project pan and get rid of them. So the next product that I am going to be taking out of my project pan and decluttering is this DJV Fiber Wig Mascara. This one really didn't do anything for my lashes at all, really, and so I just didn't really use it much, so I tend to use the Tarte one that was in my project pan more. And this one is now, it's just been in my collection too long. I think it would be unsanitary to use it now, so I'm just going to toss it and get rid of it. And I wouldn't recommend it. I don't think this is a very good mascara, so yeah, not my favourite at all. So the last product that I'm going to be taking out of my project pan, and again decluttering, is this MAC gel eyeliner in the shade Black Track. So this one is just a black eyeliner, a gel eyeliner, and I do really like it, but I've had it for such a long time that it has dried out now, and it's really hard to get, you know, the precise wing with it. And to be honest, I really don't wear eyeliner that much, so like I'm wearing it now, but on a day-to-day basis, I really can't be bothered doing eyeliner. I tend to just put mascara on. And yeah, so this is just dried out now. I've got an Inglot one that I do really like So I'm not too fussed about not having this one, but at the same time I do really like this gel eyeliner. It is really easy to work with, and yeah, I just think it's a really good eyeliner. So once my Inglot one has run out, I might purchase this one, but whilst I've got my Inglot one, there's really no point in purchasing another one because, you know, my Inglot one works fine as well. So there's really no point, but I do really like this one. It's a good eyeliner, so I would consider repurchasing. So now onto my products that I have been using up, and yes, stuff that I'm keeping in my project pan. I'll show you the progress on it. I had two foundations in this. This one, the first one being the Revlon Color Stay in Combination Oily, shade 110. I just haven't found myself reaching for it as much lately. And that's really because, again, my skin's getting more normal to dry, and this just isn't working on my skin at the moment, which is a real shame because I love this foundation, and I have like 3 bottles or something in backup because I just went through it like so quickly. And yeah, so it's a bit of a shame, but on the upside, I don't even know, I might be further down than this, it's kind of hard to tell, but it no longer pumps the foundation out. I have to like take the lid off and scrape it out. So I've got some really good progress on this one, so I am pretty happy with that. Yeah, next foundation is the Tarte Rainforested Sea in the shade Porcelain. This foundation, it has been hard to work through because it's really not my favorite. I find it like gets really oily on my skin really quickly. I might try it again now that my skin is a little bit more dry. Maybe it might work out a little bit better, but yeah, it's just not really working for me at the moment. But yeah, it's not a bad foundation, so I probably should, I should be able to finish this off by the next check-in. It should be alright. Next product that I have been working really hard on, this is the Physicians Formula Butter Bronzer in the shade Light. So as you can see, I have hit a lot of pan on this, and I'm really excited about that. But it does keep like kind of crumbling, so I have to keep just being really gentle with it. But I have hit a lot of pan. At the start of this, this was barely used, so I was really surprised that I did hit this much pan in it. I thought it was going to take me ages. Clearly I use a lot of bronzer, but it's been going well. The next product that I have is this Tarte Amazonian Clay Blush. This is the sample size in the shade Party. And when I first started this project pan, this was brand new. And if you can see, I have made some progress. There's no pan on this yet, but it's the pattern is wearing down, so I'm getting there, but I'm really surprised there's no pan. You get a lot of product in this sample. I'm really impressed. The next product that I have been working through is this NARS highlighter in the shade Albatross. So as you can see, this kind of more dirtier pan in the middle, that's where I was up to last time, but all the slightly cleaner pan around the edges, that is what I have used. So I'm really happy with that. Obviously, when I was last using it, the pan in the middle was like quite low, like it was, you know, had been heavily used. I really am not a fan of this by itself. It's not that it's like gives you bad texture or anything, but it's just the color really doesn't suit me, and I don't know what I was thinking when I last used this. It is very gold. It's one of those white highlights that turns into a gold. What I've been doing with this is mixing it with other highlighters just to create a bit more of a nicer shade. That way I'm still using it, but I'm getting a better shade match for me, so I'm not hating using this. So I am using it up. It's just, yeah, it's not my favorite, but I am working my way through it in a way that isn't making me hate it. So this is the Tarte Shape Tape in the shade Fair. And when I started this, I had used it a fair bit, but there was still plenty of it left. This time, I reckon I've got a few more days left of product left in this. I used it today, and it was like I really had to scrape it out to get the product onto my face. So I don't think I have that much product left in here. This is my perfume. This is the Dolce & Gabbana, the One. So I really like this perfume. It's probably one of my favorite scents, and the only problem is that it wears off quite quickly on me, or at least so I think. I can't smell it after a little while, but I really like it. I've had it for a while. I just want to get it out of my collection before it goes bad. I would definitely consider repurchasing this though, but yeah, I just want to get it out. The main problem with this for me is that I forget to use it. I just walk out the house without it on. That's why I generally don't have go through a lot of my perfumes, because I just forget to wear them. But this is a really nice one, so I have definitely been making myself use it more. So yeah, I'm getting there. This is the ColourPop eyeliner in the shade Mr. Big. So I had a fair bit of progress with this, more than I thought I would, because I really don't think I've used it that much. But yeah, I'm really struggling to make myself use eyeliner. I always forget to use this, but yeah, we're getting there. We are getting there, maybe by the next update. We'll see how we go. So the next product that I have been using is the Benefit Gimme Brow. This is in the shade 3, and yep, we're getting there with it. I haven't been using it a whole lot, but I have been using it a bit when I'm running late for work and I just want a little bit of extra colour in my brows. So there's still some left. There's no way of tracking how much I've got left, but I did use it a bit. So next up is the Clinique Take the Day Off, what is it, cleansing balm, that's what it is. And I have used a fair chunk of this, so I'm very happy with that. I do really like this cleansing balm, and I'll be really happy once it is out of my collection, because it is quite a bulky package, and I do have a lot of other cleansing balms that I do want to go through. So yeah, this one I need to get out, but I do really love it, and once all my cleansing balms are gone, I would definitely consider repurchasing this one. But yeah, so far getting through it. So my next product is this MAC lipstick in the shade Cream Cup, and I'm so close to finishing this. I reckon I only have another couple of applications. I'm so close. I would definitely not repurchase this. Not because it's a bad formula or anything, but the colour is just not right for me at all. So I'm going to be happy to get this one out of my collection and done. But yeah, it's pretty old now too, so it's a bit gross. It needs to be gone. Next up we have the Australis and K-Pop lip tint in the shade Mimi. I do really like this, and I have been wearing it a lot more recently now that my other lip products are pretty much done. One being the Burt's Bees lip oil and the other one being the MAC lipstick. That one I've been really using a lot just to try and get out. But once that one's gone, I will be focusing more on this, and I do really like it. It does give my lips a nice tint to them throughout the day, but there's no way of tracking how much I've got left of this, unfortunately. So I'm just going to have to keep using it and try and use it till it's used up. So the next product is this Glam Glow mask. This is the Gravity Mud mask. I'm going to keep this one in here because I wouldn't have any trouble with it if my skin was dry. I don't think that's going to matter that much, but in all honesty, I haven't used it that much. And I don't know, that's really bad, but it's just a lot of effort. And I've kind of been reaching more towards using sheet masks and really moisturising things, but I'm definitely going to work on this. The very last product that I have been using in my project pan is my Bare Minerals The Wishlist palette. I haven't hit pan on any of these yet, but I do have a really good dip in this one here and this one here. I've been using this colour as my crease colour, but there's really not that much progress on that one. I really thought there'd be more. And this one here I've been using as like an outer V kind of colour, and again, not that much progress. I'm not so surprised by that because I don't use that much of that. What I am surprised about is that I don't have pan on shade 7 Chance, which is what I use to set my concealer or like set my primer. Yeah, every single day, no matter what palette, no matter what day it is, I make sure I use this shade so that I'm using it up through, yeah, even if it's a weekend and I'm using a different palette. Like today I used this shade to set my eyes, and then I went in with my Natasha Denona Sunset palette because that one doesn't have a colour that I like to use to set my eyes, so I used this one, and then that kind of started a trend of me using this colour to set my eyes no matter what palette I'm using. And the shade Gold Leaf, which is this one here, that has a fair bit of progress in it, and I am happy with that. I think I should hit pan in the next like couple of weeks, I would say, give or take, I don't know. I keep thinking I'm just about to hit pan on that one, so I think I must be pretty close. It's got a really big dip in that. But these shadows are surprising me because I thought they would be a lot easier to hit pan on than they are. There's a lot of product in there. I've been using them, yeah, 5 days a week for the last 3 months and I still have no pan on them. So yeah, really surprised by that, but we're getting there. So now let's go into the products that I am going to replace in this project pan with other products. What products I'm going to replace them with. Replacing my J1 Jelly Pack, I am going to be putting in this Cover FX. This is the custom blot drops. I would like to get it out of my collection before it is completely, yeah, before it goes bad. So I'd just like to use that one up. So taking over my Burt's Bees lip oil. I know this isn't a lip oil, but this is the By Terry Balm de Rose in like a, yeah, liquid form, not in the pot. And I got this as a sample. I have no idea whether or not this is the full size or the sample size, but seeing as I use the Burt's Bees as kind of like a lip balm, as something kind of moisturizing, I am going to try and replace it with this and get this out of my collection. Again, it's been sitting there for a while unused, so I'd like to give it a little bit more love and just get it going. So next up, taking over from the Urban Decay Naked Skin color correcting fluid, I have this Pixie color correcting pot thing in this pinky peach color, and this is pretty much brand new. I haven't used it that many times, but so far I really like it. But again, I have a few color correctors, so I'd like to just focus on one, get it out, get it done, move on to the next, because otherwise they're just going to sit there and I'm probably going to buy another one. But I do really like this one so far, so I thought it would be a good one to put in there and just get going. Next up is another lip product. This isn't exactly replacing a lip product, but I'm mixing a few products now that I've taken some out. This is the Frank Body Lip Scrub. Oh, it smells so good. And the reason I put this in there is because I've had it for a little while now, and I don't want it to dry up because it is really nice and it's kind of expensive and I do really like it. It's just I always forget to use it. So I'd like to get some progress on this and see how we go, and yeah, see how we go with that one, because I would really like to get some more use out of it because I do really love it like this. And the smell, oh, it smells so good. Those are all my products that I've used up, had it in, hit pan, made progress on throughout my first project pan update. I hope you enjoyed this, and yeah, let me know how you think it's all going. If there's any recommendations you would have on using these products more quickly for other uses that I wouldn't have thought of using them. Please also let me know if you are doing a project pan. Just yeah, comment down below and I'll check it out. I love project pan videos. I watch them all the time, so I really enjoy watching yours, I'm sure. So yeah, please just let me know, and if you haven't already, please subscribe to my channel and give this video a thumbs up, and I will see you in my next video. Bye!